Hey y'all, so the race hasn't started yet, but I am trying a little setting here. Um, Upscaling some stuff and also need to boost this iRacing audio a lot. Um, that is not a good thing. We are looking to see what this looks like. I'm upscaling it pretty heavily right now. I mean, pretty heavily. This looks like. That looks a lot clearer. That's not what I want. It's a little bit better. Just trying some different settings here to kind of give you a little bit of a better view. And the only reason I have the stream showing it at the same time is because I can't see it in the smaller window. We'll stick with vivid, and I can probably balance some more stuff out here too. Um, Color source. That is not what I need for a color source. How does that look to you all? I don't know if y'all can run it in 1440p, but that's what I'm running this in. I don't use a... Looks a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll stick with that, and I think that might be a little bit better. Welcome to Indianapolis Motor Speedway here for the Bricked Up 400 race. Info, 160 laps, 400 miles, stage 1, lap 50, stage 2, lap 100. That did not separate correctly. 11 sets of tires. Don't know why the other thing is not wanting to load. That's weird. The track should be loading and showing on that, but evidently it's just like, no, I'm not going to show. I'm going to pull out. There is no starting order. I forgot that, so let me pull off that race info here. I can't show practice. So it's kind of odd. I'm trying to follow the order. So first is Clayton Hoffman, second, Derek Heitman, third, Matt DeCiani, fourth, Adam Benefield, fifth, Dustin Hall, sixth, Ryan Jones, seventh, Andrew Dyson, eighth, Cameron Stone, who I'm related to, ninth, Lucas Hoetzema, 10th, Johnny Avila, 11th, Paul Hill, 12th, Matt Long, 13th, Jim Schofield, 14th, Ralph Hutchinson, 15th, Bryson Hicksenbog, 16th, John Williams, 17th, Jacob Simpson, 18th, Carl Dotson, 19th, Stoney Benefield, 19th, Mark Paget, 20th, Stephen Williams, 21st, Jeffrey Souza, 22nd, Bobby Anderson, 23rd, Austin Rose, 24th, Cameron Combs, 25th, Corey Cook, 26th, Mitchell L. Robinson, 27th, Cody Porter, 28th, Joey Stats, 29th, Kyle Amon, 30th, Jason Taylor, 31st, David Salter, 32nd, William Brown, 33rd, Jacob Simpson. Trying a little bit of a different look for the race. It's also quite way boosted assist, so let me go a little bit less aggressive there. But let me know how that stream looks from the 1440p mark, because I don't run 1440p monitors, I run 1080p, but I have bumped up the resolution. So hopefully it looks a little bit better. The cars are a little bit clearer. If y'all could just let me know, because again, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Matt is having some internet issues getting into the session, so he should be joining us later. Just let me put up a poll. There you go. Just put up a poll there very quickly. But this Indy is a track that I actually surprisingly like to run at. I actually run decently well here when I do drive this track. I didn't race on it at all this week because I was so busy with my job. I've been working basically full time, even though I'm part time. I hired a assistant manager. Finally, 160 laps here. Clayton Hoffman will lead them to green. Pace car will pull in to pit road. The 92, that Toyota Camry, gonna lead them down here, and the green flag will go in the air. We are underway here. Hoffman gets a good jump on the field, but this track is actually a pretty draft heavy track, because you see the 11 jump right down to the bottom immediately. I've actually found you really want to kind of pass on the outside is what I've seemed to. That's where I was able to make most of my passes, but Hoffman gets off really good. These guys are going to try to scatter around him a little bit. See 2 by 2 by 2 until he gets sold out. See somebody way down. That is Simpson. Actually, that is Simpson there. Oh, who is that? That's Bobby Anderson. Started in the pits. He evidently just wanted to take his time getting down there. These guys are going to have to get in here pretty aggressive. See, nobody's rear end's going to step out. And honestly, if you're driving this car, you actually might want to keep them a little bit looser on exit is what I found works a little bit better, as you see them going 3 wide already. Welcome to Indy. See, we'll probably hear some shifting early on You can maybe get away with no shifting, but later on the run, you do want to shift. It just helps you get slowed down in the corner a little bit. Also gets you a little bit better of a run off, but however, it can hurt you down the front stretch. Really, any long straights, because you do have to shift. But you see these guys are going to try to side draft each other. That is Dyson, I think, right there, having to deal with the 26 inside. The 26 is going to try to get in there a little bit deeper and almost bounces it off the wall. Goes the 00, but he's going to keep it pinned down there a little bit. Oh, a little bit of side draft there, almost gone wrong. The 26 almost hooked him. Almost hooked him. I saw that happen so many times. Almost ended up completely bad for him. You see these guys will go back at it here. He's going to try. He's just going to side draft him as hard as he can. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Got in deep, and he's going to get tagged from, looks like, long on the bottom. That almost ended up horribly. You see guys are being super aggressive to get position. This 26 is going to get loose, and that's 28 actually. 3 wide almost. I think the 15 thought about it. He's actually tucked himself out now. It's Ralph Hutchinson. Be able to move down to the inside. This is a Team Conti paint scheme. Not sure if it's the team. Let me check very quickly. Who is Team Conti? Because they always say, we're not Team Conti. Dustin, Cameron, Bryson, Johnny, Adam. So that is just a paint scheme that he's driving. Gotta remember that. But you see, where is Hoffman? Hoffman running the fastest laps of the race right now. 52.46, 4/10 faster. You didn't have to worry about Heitman at all and these other guys back here. Again, this is an open setup race. These guys can build their own setups. We got a little bit of a wiggle there. That might be from Dotson. Yeah, it was. Nope, that wasn't Dotson. That was Schofield. That car looks like it's loose on exit a little bit. It seems like he's kind of trying to kick the rear end out. I don't know exactly, but it's definitely not where he wants it to be. See if this 26 can... Who is he fighting with? He's fighting with... That car go. Did he already get past him? He was fighting with somebody. I forgot who it was now. Actually, it might have been the 28. Really loose off the exit of 4. Super, super loose. And he's just trying to keep his foot in it right now. And they're going to go side by side. The 28's going to pick up the 15. 26 has got to send it in here, get the car to rotate. Stay on the 28's door. He will not be able to do that. Good power off. And another wiggle again. That car's loose. It's not wanting to grab anything at all, but you kind of have to, you're on edge the whole entire time when you do drive these cars. So it's just a guess of, hey, how hard do you want to push it, man? Change this to normal. Yeah, that makes it really dark. So we'll leave it on that, see what that looks like here on the stream for just a little bit. Hoffman going ahead. That still looks like it's too bright. We'll leave it at that. Hoffman over 2-second lead now. I mean, he's just pulling away at this point. No challenge whatsoever. From the back of the pack, it's kind of almost like a mini Daytona. How some guys are having to race this track, and that 15 just overshot the corner heavily, and they're going to gang up on him too. Just going to go right by on the inside this 8. However, if he doesn't get this pass done, he might be the odd car out, and I think he will. He's going to have to get in there. Really, actually, Hutchinson just lets him go by. Doesn't even really fight for that position at all. That's kind of surprising. The biggest mover right now is actually William Brown. He is up in 9 positions from where he started. Ooh, that is a nice paint scheme, whoever that is. Is that him? I like all white paint schemes. It's just very clean. That is a very pretty paint scheme. See, that's loose again, too. Some of these guys evidently have their cars set up really, really loose because that thing is just hanging out. And for me, I actually preferred that just so I'm not tight on exit. The 26 has been side drafting hard. He's trying to get this double zero. The 63 is going to help the double zero. No, not really. Didn't give him too much of a shove. They're going to go in side by side. The 26 will not have that position. The double zero is going to power out on his outside door. This 26 still can't get this position done. He's going to be, yeah, now he's going to be the odd one out. They're just going to freight train him here. Lose 2 spots. He's going to be able to duck in behind the 68 there. Just a big enough gap to get in between them. That ended up being absolutely horrible for him, though. Now we're where I want to be on that. There's another contact there between those guys. This is a lot of contact in the back of the pack. This 94 got in there super deep. Wonder if... Oh, the 26 goes around. He saves it. Doesn't enter pit road, so he won't get an iRacing penalty. But he is driving hard as he can. Let's see, are they shifting? Yeah, there goes the shift. I think he may have his... Hold on, let's see what it does this time. Wow, it's loose. He's loose getting into the corner. He's still chasing that rear end around. I want to listen here. I think he's going to let that 26 by. How hard is this 26 driving? He did it perfectly there almost. He's got a car's loose, my man. And I get you I said you want a loose car, but holy crap, that thing is not in the ground at all for him. See this 04 and 15 going at it now, giving them a lot of room. Guys decided not to lay an auto door. Necessarily, some guys saw lay it on the door of another driver, and it's not a fun time to deal with. These two guys are like, oh, why did you do this? Sorry, I guess. I mean, I don't know. So there's 4 and 61. Trying to battle back here. The 26 coming really, really fast. I mean, he wants to make these positions back. He's not afraid to make passes. Maybe he's not able to get this one, so be between him and... Oh, a little bit of contact between the two. Tight cars. 69 bangs off the 26, sorry. Wrong car number. 15 still try to get around this 04. Now, who is the 47 going to go with? He's going to not really go with anybody because he's not close enough to make a difference there. Still going to go side by side with each other. Thing you can do if you're the car on the outside is actually just lay off, getting in the corner, and kind of just flat-foot it coming out of it is what I've found just running this track. It's given up entry to get exit, and this track is a lot more straightaway than anything else. See somebody ducking down pit road. That looks like that will be the 41 of Jason Taylor. I don't know why he's coming in this early. See, Hoffman is gone. Literally just gone. He's 3 seconds ahead of everybody else who's got a really fast car. Oh, Paul Hill has apparently crashed. That was a guy was driving super hard. He got, oh Lord, tail whip the inside wall. It doesn't break the toe link though. He toes immediately, so that will probably be up. That's his chances. I mean, guy was driving hard, so But nothing wrong with that. I mean, I still think that's way too early, lap 14 of 160, and I think he could have gotten back going and been completely fine. But, oh, another car gets loose. These guys are loose everywhere. Looks like when I click to some people, it wants to go to a little bit of a different camera than others. You see the sun's coming out, so you kind of see that darkness popping in and out on the screen. That's not y'all's screen that's messed up. It's just the race itself, so don't worry about that at all. So turn my mic down just a little bit. I'm just going to nick it down. Biggest mover is Brown and Porter are tied for that, both up 12. The person who has backslid the most is Paul, but he's not in the race, so that would be Jacob Simpson, the 29. Struggled a lot right now. He's currently sitting 27th. He started 17th. See, Hoffman's going to be running up on a lap car here, but he's actually going to be probably benefiting from this, getting the draft from him, pulling him up there with him. Might make him tight, but I don't think it will do too much for him. Couldn't hurt him in the long run. Let's see, is there any other stream settings here that I can look at? Maybe go up on the scaling, but I will wait for that to be later. So, yeah. Color range limited. I just want it to be any color range y'all can use. So I'll definitely mess around with these settings. That's for sure. I'll mess around with them and see what I can get. I don't think they can go the whole stage without pitting. I think there'll be a little bit of a strategy, and they've only dropped. Actually, Hoffman's almost ran his best lap. There's really been no fall off on tires. I mean, see their best time next to their name right now at 52:45 and 52. That's not it. 52:47. I mean, there's no fall off at all. It's just draft track pretty much. They utilize, pretty sure they use the high horsepower low downforce package, but the way this track is, see what they need to do, go back up to 900. That'd be the really cool thing, but evidently they don't want to do that. Looking at Adam Benefiel, Hyman, and DeCiani. I haven't raced against these two in a while. Like I said, I don't really race often with how busy I am right now. I do want to do a little bit more of it. Need to move my wheel back itself because it's in my chest whenever I race. '8, John Williams, and the '68 of Bryson Nixonbog. 63 of Johnny at Villa. That is Dale Earnhardt's paint scheme who won the Daytona 500 finally. It was 1999, I think. I don't know. It was before I was born. Dale died before I was born, so. He'll go down to the inside. Won't be able to. Actually, he might be able to get it before he goes. No, that's. Wow, he's just going to give it to him. Okay. Why can I not see pit entries? That is why, because I don't want to see every overtake event. There we go. Now I can see pit events, I think. Yes. So we do have some people going down pit road. Carl Dotson, Ralph Hutchinson. For me, this just seems early to come down pit road. but maybe they're trying to make it to the end of the stage, and then... Oh, Lord, Hoffman got loose there. One thing I say for Hoffman is, man, if you're going to hit the wall, just lift. I mean, you're 3.5 seconds ahead. There's nothing that you can really gain from hitting the wall. I think that car's out of the track. It just looks like it just slid the whole way. Yeah, it's out of the track right there. Yeah, he's not in the ground. It can't be this Ford in front of him either. There's no way it's not. It's way too ahead to have any issues from him. He is just fast. Hoffman's just fast right now. He's just pulling away, and that's without a draft too. Like, you know, Heitman and these other guys have a little bit of a draft to kind of work with. See right here, they're shoving each other hard, which is nothing wrong with that. If the Ford can get up to the 76, that'd help. But it's really hard when you're behind somebody. Yeah, they're doing a strategy here. Dustin Hall, Hexabog, John Williams down pit road also. Let's see who else comes down. I'd almost, well, if you're Hoffman, what do you do? I think if you're Hoffman, you stay out. I don't know. Do you stay out? The thing is, I don't know how good his car's going to be in traffic, so, like, I'd be a little bit nervous getting behind all of the traffic back here. Because once you get back for everybody else, it's up for grabs. But Stone, Dyson, Schofield going to come down pit road too. Hoffman's still going to stay out. He's got a 4-second lead now. And just for comparison, I mean, he is literally... How much faster is he? He's at that lap, he was only a 10th, but he is so much faster than these guys behind him. He's just driving away. And he's done this by himself, too. Keep that in mind. By himself. Just drove away. He got the jump, and he's just been gone. He's Stone. He's off and away. Schofield off and away. Tell you what, body armor is very good too, but it is also a very sweet, and I mean very, very sweet. Hoffman, however, is getting in a little bit of traffic now. These are lap cars that are coming out that are on fresh tires. So they need to get by him. What he needs to do is really kind of find a way where he can tuck in really easily and not race these guys. Just let him by and actually kind of probably pull a draft. He's going to lose 3/10 there. Maybe duck in here if he can get a good run off the corner. Yeah, Hicks-Bog won't be able to get to the inside of him. However, they're just going to go right by him. Yeah, he's losing. He's bleeding time now. Going to lose 4/10 that lap. He hit the wall coming off it. Unless he lifted. No, he's in 4th. No, he's in 5th. Did he come off that corner in 5th then? Yeah, he just lost 8/10 that lap. So what he needs to do is... Actually, this might help if he could get tight. Wow, that front end just took off on him. He can still gain time, though, but he needs to maybe keep a little bit of a touch with that car in front of him. He definitely had to chase that front end. It just started plowing out of nowhere. You can see, that water's weird. You can see that last lap, he was 7/10 slower. Again, that's just traffic getting around him and messing with them. And they're not doing anything wrong. They're trying to get their lap back. But he couldn't find a way in. Wasn't that slow that lap. He actually picked up a little bit of time back from him. So Let's go right back to it. See, Jones, Long, Paget, Porter down pit road now. I think that's a save the manual paint scheme. Looks like it. Yes. No. Money Shift Mafia. I think that's what that says. 6-speed. Still want to look at Hoffman. Actually, we'll let this camera choose where we go right now. Looking back at Heitman, Benefiel, all these guys that are this little 3-car tandem. And this is going to be a Team Conti call here to come down pit. And Heitman's going to miss it. Oh, Lord. If he got down to pit road speed, that was close. Now, if he was going to take just fuel, you might have to change that strategy now. Because that right front, I know, is going to be screaming. Luckily, you can't flat spot him, but he locked it up, and he was headed for that inside wall. I mean, he was just about to hit it. He got all he could. Let's see what he does this time. No jack. There goes the jack. So this is going to be... Yeah, it's going to be 4 tires and fuel. Drop the jack and go. And if he does not have a penalty, I'm going to be amazed by that because he got everything he could. That's for dang sure coming on. Hoffman comes down pit road immediately after them, so let's see where he sorts himself out. 92 Nitro Racing. I believe he said he's a builder for Nitro. Doing a really good job. I mean, evidently he's a class of the field, so doing a really good job with the car that he has right now. See what he will get here. It'll be 4 tires and fuel also. What I can get this for. So put Bobby Anderson to the lead. Stats will come down pit road now. West Virginia paint scheme. Let's see, can Hoffman keep the lead here? And he does. However, that's a pretty big chunk that got taken out of his lead. Spent 51 seconds on pit road. Heitman spent 50, almost 50 and a half. So he's 3/10 faster. However, I just don't think he got off pit road a lot better though. Way better in the acceleration department. Excuse me there. So strategy. So I kind of like how strategies honestly kind of played out this year. Fuel mileage races, I hate them, but I also like them at the same time, knowing, hey, somebody might run out of fuel. That's how Larson won his Indy, and also won a bet because of that. So thank you, Larson, for winning that race. If you hadn't won one since Sonoma, I always bet 25 on him. Did have won at Iowa, and he got wrecked at Iowa. God knows what he did at Chicago. I don't know what the heck was going through his head there. Larson's a great driver, but God, he chokes away so many races. It's ridiculous. It drives me nuts. Literally will drive me nuts. So we still have 3 drivers that haven't came down pit road. Amon, Combs, and Rhodes yet to come down. Again, stage at lap 60. And their next one will be... Holy crap! Just check something here. PGR, who does I let my broadcasters broadcast anything that they want. I don't stop them from doing stuff. They broadcast in the race. They have 113 viewers on a race that they're doing right now, the SummerSlam 499. Wow, that is a lot of dang viewers. Like a lot. I did not expect that to be seen there, but okay. So Mon with the fresh air, 54.69 compared to 52s that are being run back here. Hoffman's still running 2/10 faster. So Hoffman evidently has the car to beat because he is a lot faster than everybody else. Check his car. Check it. He might be cheating. Which I wish they did that with the Fords, because there's no way that those cars should be making as long as they are on fuel that they are somehow. So, yeah, we'll just leave that there. But they don't. I don't know why they don't check the cars. They think it is just the same. Talking about Indy, I watched the NASCAR, I think by Bob Podcrass. I don't know how you say his last name. I think Podcrass. Podcrass. How they were talking about, Indy wasn't the talks for a long time, and all the Indy drivers were like, oh no, the stock car shouldn't be on here, and all that sort of stuff. And Kyle Petty was against it, which he really cares. I don't know how many wins Kyle Petty has, but they went to it, and it was a huge success. And then they've been going to it ever since. They went to the road course for a couple years, and they came back to the Brickyard. But Gordon won the first race. He's my driver. Glad. I think Indy has a place. I don't know why IndyCar is always oh no, we have this. I think they think they're better than NASCAR in terms of certain things, but I think they think all we can do is turn left, which again, most of our tracks are turning left. But again, we watch the Kentucky Derby. It's one of the biggest races in the world for horses. All they do is turn left, so I don't know why. But you do see a lot of F1 drivers, a lot of F1 legends, IndyCar drivers that say, hey, I want to try NASCAR. We had Kimi Räikkönen 2 years ago, which I think they enjoy it. Got SVG, who came over from supercars, and he's made the jump to Xfinity full-time while he's learning it. Ran some Cup races. Remember he won his first Cup start at Chicago. He's a road course racer. He is a left foot braker, right foot pedal. Left foot pedal. He brakes with his left foot because he's so used to driving road cars, which actually have more power than what he drives in the Xfinity Series. So, who would guess? He did drive a Chevy Camaro, but they are different. And that is a huge draft, and he just put himself in the wall too. That's a good job. Dotson left the 28 by, but he also slammed himself in the wall. I don't think he meant to do that. Don't think he did. Again, some drivers can do some weird stuff, and they're like, oh, no, I meant to do that. I'm like, what? But Hoffman still 2 seconds ahead of what will be the lead. And now lap. Did I say lap 60? Lap 50, sorry. When the stage break will be, so these guys will have coming to 15 laps to go. That's when they will get the yellow flag at least. It's to end the stage, not for a wreck. And we're waiting on Matt. Matt has some connection issues. So it's just, it happens. I can't put that against him. He has Xfinity internet. I'm lucky enough to have broadband, so yeah. Rhodes will finally come down. That'll leave Holmes and Amon. So what they could do is maybe stay out as long as possible. They're like 3 seconds slower. I don't know what you do if you're Amon. He's tight. Yeah, he is really tight. At the front end, just a bit late in the corner, too. Yeah, he's not. The car's not turning. It look that might be turning too much on the rear end. He was dancing it around. He's driving with the steering offset too. I do notice that. See Hotzema, or not Hotzema. Where did I get Hotzema from? Hoffman booking it off before. Doing a really good job of that. So. The Team Conti drivers. Luciano, Benefield, Stone. 1, 2, not 1, 2, 3, but all lined up in a row. Just a bunch of drivers helping each other. I just realized I'm still in that Discord for some odd reason. Mon still has yet to come down pit road, but Hoffman, he's running 3 seconds a lap faster. They've actually lost Benefield. No, they haven't. Benefield was just hiding back there. Couldn't see Benefield. I thought he was way back there. I'm interested to see how it will look when these guys are. Oh, stuck back with each other as Hutchinson just had that rear end take off again. 69 must have gotten a... No, he didn't. Hall's back down pit road. What happened with him? He was on pit road for 54 seconds, too. I don't see any damage on that car, either. I don't know. It's odd. Okay, it's really weird to see. See Dotson getting way out of the way. He might be trying to get past, and he's trying to get back in line. He's not had that good a race. He's not. So one thing that I'm looking at is who can keep it on the bottom. Well, that car just slid. Who can keep it on the bottom on entry? And actually, kind of what you honestly want to do is sometimes actually get below that white line and try to hit those rumble strips is what I found, is it actually kind of helps the car turn a little bit more. See how low they are? I'd honestly be trying to hit them sometimes. It sounds super weird. We'll see if I can get it cockpit. Well, not if you're dancing off the rear end as Amon goes to pit road finally. Watch how low he gets in the corner. If he misses it, you'll notice. See how low he is? Like, I'd even try to get lower. He's still a little bit tight in the front end. Like, you really want to go as low as you can almost to a certain extent. Like, that's a good line right there. Is get super, super low, and you kind of want that rear end to almost want to step out, but still be in the track is what I found. You can just, I mean, you can just hit it. If you don't know what that video is, you'll know what I'm talking about. Get all that you can. Why is that not going down? There it goes. See, who is that going down pit road? That's Combs going down pit road now. 10 laps to the end of the stage that we're going to take, and actually, no, we'll wait. Okay, let me get something really quickly. Wish I had my co-commentator with me, but again, he's got internet issues. What is this for? He's got internet issues, which is just going to happen. Can't hold that against him. Biggest mover now is Porter. He's at 15. He's currently sitting in 12th. Sorry, 27th. Car seems to get a good. Yeah, he got a good rotation in the center right there. Y'all could see how it wanted to turn down. He could really put that. There it goes again. He's getting a really good bite at the middle of it. So go down the back stretch here side by side with the 11 of Jones. Jones will, he'll draw even with him as he'll get in there. Be pretty good with it. That water tastes really weird. I don't know what it is in this plastic bottle. Well, I drink microplastics, but if you don't know that, we all have microplastics, so we're all gonna die. And that. I found that in the hearts of people. Microplastics. Great idea, humans. You can do a lot of smart stuff, but a lot of stupid stuff at the same exact time. Hoffman, almost 4.5 second lead right now. I mean, he's gone. But we have saw him struggle in traffic, so got to keep that in mind. So if he does get in some sort of traffic again, he could get a little bit antsy. There is some passing back here in the pack, though. West Virginia car, which was, that's a 60-something. 68? No, 69. Do we have a 69 in this race? One of the 6 cars. I can't remember who it was, though. We'll let the camera choose. There we go. Looks like we're going to look at Hutchinson. This 04, he's going to have to battle back here with these guys kind of lining up around Stone. Stone might be a little bit slower than everybody else driving a Sterling Marlin paint scheme at the moment. Get up. Let's see. Porter had a gap. I don't think he could have taken it. Dyson got a good enough exit. See if he can get it again. That's the second time he's gotten that car to turn, and he's going to get Dyson down the backstretch here. I think. It'll be really close. If he does get him. And we'll have him off or down the backstretch here if he can side draft him. He can't get enough of the fender to side draft, though. He's going to give it a look inside again. He'll tuck back down. Won't be able to do much with it from that point on. Look at Bobby Anderson, the guy that runs this league. They only run every 2 or 3 weeks. However, they kind of would like for it to be a weekly thing. So hopefully it can become one for him. Let me fix where it says these cautions too, because that is a horrible way those cautions look. They do not stack up at all with what it should look like. That should fix it a little bit better. I'm also going to save this as full length because it looks like crap. Always having to reinsert the logos for the paint schemes, or not for the paint schemes, for the logos and SDK. It just doesn't want to work. Also, forgot to give them a paint refresh. So you'll see the paints go white, because if anybody joined after me, their paints are not going to load, so we'll give them another refresh here. So any paints that don't change after they go white into a different one, that means they had the right paint scheme in. That's not correct, though. It'll pop with his. There they go. Benefields is going to pop here in a minute. Sometimes it does have a little bit of an issue downloading paint schemes. It's downloading really, really slow right now just because of how many cars we have in the session. And that being said, I've also decided to ramp up the upload as high as it can go. Why? Because why not? Starts, that's who it was. The stats, that's who it was. That's the 09. No, it's just, I don't even know anymore. It is the 69, but it's actually the 09. But Hoffman's coming to 2 to go before the stage break happens, so he's got literally just a short amount of time. He's got 2 more laps he's got to run. He's going to let that Mobile 1 car go in front of him, and there's no point in fighting him. I think he probably realizes that. He's like, yeah, let's just let him go. Just do whatever you want at the moment. Some guys, they'd fight super, super hard, and that would just be one of the worst things you could do. But some guys, they do not want to let that space go. And I don't blame them to a certain extent, but sometimes, hey, it's just realize that it's not the place and time to fight right now at all for any position. We'll go on board with Hoffman here for this lap. Should be the end of the stage here. I think we just got to wait for like the top 10 people to cross the line. So it'll be around Dyson here, I think. I think that's where it should be, at least. And then the first caution will be thrown of the race. There it goes. We were waiting for that last driver to cross. That was in 10th place. Hoffman to go down pit road here. This will be 4 tires. 4 tires and fuel. If I'm Hoffman, though, I do not want to lose the lead at all. I want to keep the lead as much as possible. As apparently, breaking news. Did they actually do this? And of course, they're going to turn it political. Why not? Did they actually remove this from their YouTube? Wow, they did. They actually did. It is not on there anymore. Olympics. I need to look up that. Not the NBC. Who cares? All right, everybody's gonna come down pit road. Hoffman will lead them. That's loud. Hoffman will lead them all down pit road. This will be 4 tires, fuel stop, and this should be able to get them to lap 70. Actually, 80-ish. Packs, I know. Dog decided to come in my room. Sorry. What? Shoving your nose into me. Quit it. Hoffman needs a... Why that tastes so weird? He needs a clean pit stop here. Clean in. It's going to be close, but damn it. But, oh, Heitman might have him beat. Heitman might beat him here. He is going to beat him out. No, he's not. Actually, that was... So, wow, that's surprising. So, he was faster getting in. I mean, it looked like he was going to beat him out of the pit road. I don't know if... I mean, they can't slip going around to the side. But... Let me look up Olympics. That's what it is. Olympics. Actually, I'm not even going to watch the Olympics. I'm waiting until they do track and field stuff, because I ran track in college. Did they actually? Yes, they did. Oh my gosh. So I don't know if y'all know. I'm not very religious, but they, in the Olympics opening ceremony, one, it was weird as crap. But welcome to Europe. They have a much deeper history than the U.S. Not surprising at all. Basically, they mocked Christianity with the Last Supper. Put a lot of gays and drags and whatever you want to call that crap in there. So they, a lot of people are not happy about that when they mock Christianity for no apparent reason. Yeah, that was not needed, but they have removed the video from their YouTube channel. The Olympics has. So Hoffman will apparently choose the inside line here for the restart. Yep, let's go off one pace car. You know, every time I see somebody who has a girlfriend or boyfriend, it just makes me wonder, what am I doing with my life? Went to a wedding last weekend, actually saw the guy again today, and turns out his wife is pregnant now. And he's like 7 months older than me. He's 21 also. So, yeah, it's ridiculous. So these guys will probably come back down pit road 70, 80, 70 to lap 80. And they'll pit for 4 tires and fuel. Then another stage break at lap 100. These guys will go to lap 140-ish, I believe. And they'll come down pit road again because they will not be able to make it. Nils, I don't know if you were talking about what I was saying about earlier. Might be that when I was talking about. I don't know. I think I know. I think I know what you're getting at though. Pace car will pull in here as the green flag is back in the air. We are back underway here. Oh my gosh. 112. See, Hoffman off and away easily from this whole pack. No challenge here, but now these guys are going to get stacked up behind me. Can they get it sorted out really quick? The 97 ADL is for... Uh-oh, don't come down. Don't come down. Don't come down, Hotzma. That's where I got Hotzma from. Actually, well, these guys go choo-choo train again. Really quickly sort it down. Hey, they just go, hey, I'm going to go to the bottom instead. I still like this paint scheme on this 72. I don't know why. It's just so clean. Clean and simple. Modernistic. Welcome to Daytona. This might look like Indy, but it's not. It's Daytona. They're all in a line. Almost every single one. And Hotzma blew that corner again. Is he doing this on purpose? Can't tell. He just, oh, somebody shot down the track. Who was that? There's smoke somewhere, and it's the 61 of Corey Cook. It's odd. What? Just got tight, and he got hit, looped it around almost. Boom! Down to the inside. Oh, bounces it off. Down to the inside wall. He's going to drive it off. Yeah, that car's destroyed. R.I.P. that car. Throw it in the junkyard. Hotzma's out to... Hotzma. Hoffman's out to a pretty big lead. It's called the Who Can Catch Hoffman race. Hoffman 400. Look at Bobby Anderson. Started dead last pretty much. Started from the pits. Doing a really good job right now on that 18 M&M paint scheme. M&M's is no longer in NASCAR. Mars decided to leave in 2022, I think. 1 year before, no. Was it one? I think it might have been 1 year before Busch moved to RCR. Now there's rumors that he will move to Spire. After Corey the Joy announced that he is not coming back to Spire Motorsports. I like Corey though. I like Spire as an underdog team. Zane Smith is somehow deciding to actually use talent for once in the Cup Series. Should not have that ride. But everybody is tucked in riding at the moment. Now, you could stretch your fuel a little bit longer than what you normally did. You could pop it in fifth and ride around in that. The only issue is you are going to be a little bit tighter. Getting into the corner, a little bit slower getting off of the corner is the only issue that you're going to have with that. So you got to keep that in mind. Heitman with his teammates here. No, Gitter's not a teammate, is he? I got to keep in mind because they get so mad. No, yeah, Gitter's not a teammate. Or, no, DeCiani. DeCiani is not a teammate. Why I say Gitter? DeCiani is not a teammate. And the reason I keep associating them with Team Conti is because the paint scheme. I mean, they've got Team Conti's, they basically splattered all over that car. And one of them said, hey, it might as well just go ahead and be Team Conti from that point on. Which, I mean, I agree with them, but I still want to get it right. Don't want to get it wrong. Let the camera choose where we go right now, because it'll pan through the field automatically, so I don't have to. Who was that? That might have been the 47. That was a 47 who shot off the wall. Not want to see that. It's going to slow down Stone, because Stone had nowhere to go. Williams is going to shoot to the inside. bite. Not going to wreck him, luckily. A lot of these guys, I think, are just dealing with tight cars overall. I mean, it looks like they're tight. At this track, this is the one track I actually wanted a loose car. Dealing with the tight one is ridiculously, stupidly hard. Literally stupidly hard. Excuse me here. That's not it. That's not what I was waiting for. See, that is another car. Who's that coming to pit road? That looks like that is Combs. Oh, he just left. Okay. Well, that was... Throw that away. Not going to worry about him anymore. We'll look back to these other guys right now at the moment. So, see how these guys get going. See, it evidently decides, hey, we're going to go to this other view that is loud as can be, right up next to the wall, and I have the limiter on, so it's not blowing by the limiter, so it can't blow y'all's eardrums out. So again, if you hear it kind of clicking or clipping the audio, that is why. I'm not letting it go above that. I wish it would just compress by itself. Cannot put two compressors on it though, sadly, or else I would. Hoffman almost out to a 2-second lead. It's all riding around the bottom. Stone down the bottom. Bobby Anderson almost in the wall a little bit. Just a slight bit of contact. He didn't go there and smoke it though. So I wouldn't be too worried about him. Dotson, though, was an early call. He might be able to make it to the end of the stage here, though, if he pits. It's 37 laps. That's a gutsy call if that's what it is about. He might be able to do it, though. Only issue is you have to go way down pit road, and it feels like you're basically driving for 20,000 years, pretty much, when you go down, so... Yeah, Combs did leave. So we have 4 drivers out: Cook, Taylor, Hill, and Combs, all down pit, or all out. You can see what this race has turned into, though. Is welcome to follow the leader, and it's more or less the leader of the line that you're in. Is what you follow. Takes about a minute to get around. It's not too bad at all. Again, not a lot of fall off, and some guys are running the exact same laps that they were running earlier. This track is more of a momentum track, and I really think especially since they put the next gens out. The one thing that the next gens the next gens have a bigger tire, so it's a lot more grip and a lot less wear than what they have in the old gens. Ugh. Wow, Stone just threw a block, and I thought he was going to get turned. That was a aggressive block by Stone. I don't know if he got loose. No, actually, he might have bounced off the wall there. He's got some right front damage on that car, so he could have just pounded it and bounced off, but it wasn't. That was a block all the way to the inside, and he went down almost to pit road. They were willing to go that low to try to get past him. No, that was super aggressive. So 02 got a really good bite on the exit of the corner. It's Paget. Not going to be able to do much with it. Everybody still chasing Hoffman, though. Still want to try to get that lead. Everybody's basically just locked in position where they are. I mean, you can't make a move, because if you do and you don't get it, then you're going back 20 positions. It's just it's really, really hard just to make a pass in general, and you're in such a position like, do I go and try to make a pass and then get blown by, or what do I do at this point? It's just you don't know what to do. You really don't. Just looking at the Dale Earnhardt paint scheme here at the moment. Biggest mover now is Porter, up to 20, currently sitting in 7th. So he's been slowly working his way up here. So could be a factor. Is dog on my sheet gone? I don't know. One of them's out there. Both of them are out there. Never mind. Hey, y'all can hear that. It's my bad there. Luckily I was able to mute my mic in time. Even though they did bark a little bit. Sorry about that. Porter's running a little bit faster, if not some of the fastest laps on the track. So he's got this car hooked up, and where it says an open setup, you can make changes throughout the race. There's some things that you can change, some things that you can't throughout it. It's itchy. Excuse me. It's just how much do you want to do this with? Do you want to be making sure? I mean, real question is, how much of a change do you want to make? You can make a huge change and absolutely swing for the dang fences, and if you miss, well, you're gonna feel real stupid. If you don't, then you're gonna feel really smart It's just, what do you do here? You see that's the 4 coming down pit road all the way in the back. Says, hey, I might want to come down pit road and get some of these. Excellent. He can probably make it to. He can make it. Ooh. He can make it to the end of the stage, actually. I didn't think about that yet. He can make it to the end of the stage here. Just have to see. Hoffman, 3-second lead still. So he's probably riding around in 5th, maybe? Nope, still shifting to 4th. That car is dancing off the exit. Let's see what it does. Oh, there we go. We got a flood coming down pit road now. Villa, Hutchinson, Simpson. So evidently they can make it to lap 100, stage end at least. If y'all haven't voted on our, how can I say, on our YouTube channel, I'm thinking about giving away a Moza R5 set. If y'all are interested in that, go and look at it. Go vote yes, no. And I don't think many people have voted in that, sadly, so I don't really know if I should give it away or not. Gonna have to buy it to begin with. I haven't bought it. I don't want to have an Moza wheel just sitting around and it not be used at all. Looks like most people agree with me saying Jeff Gordon is better than Dale Earnhardt. These guys are coming off pit road here. So Hoffman got messed up last time when he had these lap cars get in front of him. So he's got to keep it in mind. Hey, I got messed up. I don't want to get messed up this time. So I kind of got to get by him really, really quickly here. But Hutchinson looks like he comes out in front of him. So this is going to get even weirder. How do you get around him now? You just ride behind him. Pick up about 2/10 that lap. However, Hoffman will get more of a draft. Hotzema is coming down pit road. I just don't know what you do if you're Hoffman here. I mean, do you drive the absolute snot out of the car to get around him, or do you just realize, hey, I can't do anything, so let's just ride here at the moment. See if Hoffman, well, Hoffman will have to come down pit road. Where or what lap do you come down pit road? Do you wait? I know Heitman, DeCiani, Long, Dyson all come down pit road. I think Heitman about smoked it getting in again. This brings a lot of guys with them too. So you might want to come down pit road now if you're Hotzema, or Hoffman, sorry. I wouldn't want to risk the difference. On time. Well, let's just see. When does Hoffman come down pit road? He's coming down here now. So see, one thing he does not need to do is speed, and he's going to get down. You can see that car wiggling around. That's downshifting, and also the brakes probably getting. He's got him heavy to the rear, so it's trying to spin out. He's probably having to pedal it a little bit. I've had to deal with that a couple of times before. Your trying not to lock them up, but you're also trying not to spin out. So you kind of have to pump the brake almost a little bit, kind of like you don't have hydraulic brakes. You're pumping it to try to get it to stop. As long as we went off track and came back on track. That's what it said there for some odd reason. So you see Amon again. Still has yet to come down pit road. Hoffman is now exiting pit road. Oh, wait a minute here. Benefiel, 2 tires and fuel looks like for him. Yep, he did Hoffman here. So Benefiel looks like 2 tires and fuel. So you can Hoffman get around him now. It's the first time Hoffman's ever really been in traffic, to be honest with you, trying to get around somebody. So he's really going to figure out how this car will handle. Now these guys in front of him need to pit, so Benefiel can hold off Hoffman, but Hoffman's coming. He got a good rotation in that corner. I have to get the car to bite bit pretty good. He's gonna be able to get off the corner. He's gonna have that rear end wiggling around too. He's gonna get a huge run. It looks to the inside of Benefiel to go down the back stretch here. As he will get at Benefiel, it almost looked like he just gave it to him. He just went right on by him. We got Benefiel and Benefield. I just realized that in this race. Robinson came down pit road. Come on. He's trying. He's throwing a strategy out there and seeing if it'll stick, and it's not sticking so far. Somebody heard in school from somebody, if you throw enough paper wads at a wall, it'll eventually stick. So maybe that's what he's trying to do. Somebody had texted me, parents, they're away in Florida right now. I decided not to go. They don't like planes. Hixenbog was able to work his way up here. Hoffman just ran the fastest lap, 52.41 of the race, so he is coming incredibly quickly. Hoffman's just been basically the person to beat this whole entire race. We'll let this choose where we go. It looks like Avila take a pass on Bobby Anderson. That will down there. The 4 came down pit road early. The last stage is going to be weird because you're going to have to split it in half. I mean, you can split it in half if you wanted to. If you split it in half, 130. Yeah, you'll come down lap 130. You could run it longer, though, is the question. But the difference on tires isn't a lot. I don't even know what do you do at that point. This is the where's Heitman? Did he get a speeding penalty? No, that is Heitman. Okay, I was looking at it. He's that car back here. I thought he got one. Hoffman just ran another fast lap, 52.41 again. So he is absolutely booking it. That man is getting on it. Advanced. What is this? Oh, look at this. I don't know what this is. We're going to figure out what half these settings do. I'm going to make this video look really, really good eventually when I can figure out what these settings do. Half of them, I don't know what they do. Rhodes comes down pit roads. Amon still needing to come down. Amon could be banking on caution, but with the way this track is, I really wouldn't count on it. I mean, it's really hard to, well, I'm not even going to say it because somebody will do it. Rhodes, yeah, Rhodes down there. Hoffman, he's only 2 seconds faster, so he'd be catching him 8 laps, 91. Amon, I'm gonna say if Amon can stretch his fuel, but there's no way he's gonna be stretching it unless he's, nah, he's still riding around in 4th. I don't even know if you could get away with riding around in 5th because you wouldn't get that front end turning like you need it to, and it just, I mean, it literally just take off and you just go straight up the track. Be the one difficult thing for him. Do I have a stream tomorrow? I need to check, actually. Premier Sim Racers Club. We will be streaming their Cup Series. Matt Metler is going to be taking over that, so good for him. They do race tomorrow, Richmond trucks, so that'll be cool. Cover that race, and they are off. They go bang bang and almost to the 25th. They do go to the 25th. Got a pretty decent schedule there. See, this is what it's turned into. Everybody's just sticking around each other. They can't really pass, and Stone is falling back a lot here. I don't know if he's got an issue with that car or what. Now, if you do have damage, again, you just hold on. 15 more laps, 14 now. Get the damage fixed on that car. And really just, hey, try not to wreck yourself before you can get the pit road. Hixenbog is actually chasing down Hoffman a little bit here. He's not letting him get in the way. Benefield's not doing a bad job either. Benefield, he's been able to stay within 3 seconds. Again, I say 3 seconds because that's a pretty big deal with the way that that Hoffman's raced the whole entire night. I mean, he's just been lights out literally since dropped the green flag. He qualified on the pole, and there's a pole. There's the pole. It should be in qualifying here. Hoffman was almost a 10th faster. He was a 100th faster. No, a 10th faster than Heitman. He ran a 51.43. Heitman ran a 51.54. Taylor took a provisional. A lot of these guys were English is hard. A lot of these guys were worried. I can't even see it. Worried, good lord, at this track would turn out to be a draft track, and they were right, evidently. Everybody's stuck in line. Apparently, Bob Pockris talked about it. Indy's never been amazing racing, but it's the history behind it. Again, it used to hold only one race the whole entire year, which was IndyCar, which is kind of stupid, to be honest with you. Using a track for one race a year and be like, oh, we're not going to use it again. Kind of honestly defeats the purpose of a racetrack. Is my opinion. We'll go one lap on board here with 5 random drivers starting right now. All right, we are back here a little bit now. Amon finally comes down pit road, the New Jersey driver. Paul also comes down pit road. What do you want from me, dogs? Godspeed, shut up. Yes, I know. Hoffman now grabs the lead back, so he will get that. Gatsby, shot it. He'll now get that. So sorry. He will now get the lead back here. Benefield, actually, it would have run him down a little bit more now. He was 3 seconds behind. Now he's 2.5 seconds. However, Hoffman's probably saving a little bit of fuel. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you would save fuel anymore. Yeah, I don't think you'd be saving fuel. This doesn't make any sense. And everybody's spaced out here. Souza trying to get around Bobby. Biggest mover, still Cody. I think he's been trying to chase down this 00 Dyson, but he just can't get to him when he does. He just gets a little bit tight. One thing you have to do that can get a little bit annoying is you just have to time it right. You got to back up and then you got to back up. Not that. I accidentally signed out of the YouTube. Good job, me. Sign in again. That was not a smart idea. Hold on. Not now. Okay, there we go. We're back. I signed out of my Google on accident, but you want to give up entry because you'll pick up exit coming out of the corner. It's a really backwards way of driving the track, but it works. Kind of saw Kyle Larson. I think Kyle Larson even too, I think he took some of the stuff that he learned in IndyCar and put it in for that race because he was making really late moves down the back stretch. It was like, hey, block this. Get you some. It's just going to happen. I mean, yeah, there's only one person that I know in there. 04. I'm going to wrap that bottom again. Yeah, he gets up to that 00 and he just gets tied again. Do I have? Yes, I am. Oh, crap. I got to log into this one here. Sorry for a minute. I don't even know what I put as a password for this, to be honest with you. That's what it is. Okay, we are good. I logged out of the Ghost Racing Network YouTube also. Both guys are loose. Down the back stretch. Scraping the wall, both of them. Kind of like a, hey, if you want to try scraping the wall, might as well do it. And I swore I downloaded this. I did, and I just didn't put it up there. So now that should have a actual thumbnail to it. Again, Hoffman just dominating the whole entire night. Again, we still have 60 laps, so we could get a late caution that takes him out of the race. I've had that happen multiple times. I had that happen to me last night. I had a little incident of short track road rage. We raced at North Wilkesboro in a league that I'm in. I'll tell you what, I got really one person on my hit list, and he's getting it. I mean, he's getting ran over. I'm done with him. Not too happy, but it's going to happen. Back here, these guys have been pretty much nose to tail. Hicksenbog, Heitman, DeCiani, literally nose to tail with each other. So hopefully these guys do pretty good. They've not done bad at all by any means. See Heitman still riding behind Hickenbog again. Hoffman's been holding this gap. He's not been growing it a lot. I would have thought that this would be growing a big gap, but it stayed at like 2.5 seconds. So Benefield, he cut down the gap a little bit. What is this title? Oh, what? Oh, shut up. Huh. See if I could crap. See, this is a lap car going around Hoffman right now. Porter, so Porter is going to undercut it. He's going to stay out on this caution. And he realized, so this should be the stage end. Wow, did he just unlap? He did unlap himself right before. So Porter's going to stay out. Porter's going to pull strategy here. Porter he made a really smart move there. A really, really smart move. He realized that, hey, I'm going to pit. I'm not going to come in at the stage end. I'm just going to stay out. That is a gutsy call. That is a really gutsy call. See all these guys come down pit road now. Except Porter. Porter's going to stay out. So Porter's gonna have to come down. I don't know, this might be smart. I'm trying to think. How is this gonna work for him? The guys are all going to come down pit road. Porter. Yeah, Porter's not going to come down. He'll stay on the track. He's going to pit lap. I guarantee you he's saving fuel right now. We'll go on board with him. Riding in fifth, so he's doing the smart thing. He needs to catch up to that pace car right now. Just in case Hoffman ain't going to beat him out. Never mind. But Hoffman should win this race off. Nope, Benefield might beat him out. Benefield's going to beat him out pit road again. No, he's not. Ooh, get going. Oh, it's going to be close between these two. Hoffman will win the race. Second time we saw Benefield almost win the race, or almost win it. So Porter, oh, okay, Amon and Porter, where they pitted so late, they're gonna pit at like lap 120-ish, 130-ish, and they'll be good to the end. This right here is a big brain move. A real big brain move. This works out, this is going to make him feel really smart. If it doesn't work out, he's going to feel really stupid. This should work out for him, though. Should work out for him. There's no guarantees, I found that out. Where it is. Now Hoffman's got to go around 2 people now. And Porter was lucky that the caution didn't fly as soon as Hoffman crossed the start-finish line, because if he did, he would have been a world of hurt. He was able to get back there just in time to get his lead lap back. He would have had to take the wave around, so I guarantee he was pushing super, super hard. Lights do go off on the pace car here, but I will be right back before they get the green flag. Sorry about that there. Lights have gone off on the pace car. Hoffman now with a unprecedented challenge in front of him, getting around 2 people. Had the restart here. Had control of the race the whole entire time. See how this will go. As the green flag is in the air, we are back underway here. It's a pretty good jump on the whole entire field. Amon does. Hoffman still trying to get around 04 of Porter. Porter pulled a strategy call here. Worked out for him so far. He's actually able to keep Hoffman back there right now, so Hoffman is going to have to drive a little bit harder to get around him. Benefield going to hold him on that outside. Hoffman and Benefield going to race each other. Now, who's Heitman going to choose? If Heitman chooses Benefield, yeah, that's his teammate. He's going to choose him to go with him. That's going to leave Hoffman out here. Hoffman now falling back just a tad. Heitman going to be all the way on the bumper of Benefield. Benefield's probably going to come down, cut the nose of Hoffman off, and he will. Hoffman might have to back up a little bit and realize, hey, it's just not the perfect time to do it right now at the moment. We're going to race side by side. Hoffman and Heitman going to lean on each other down the back stretch, or down 3 and 4. Sorry, turn 3. Keep on, it's kind of shaped like Pocono. 2 are going to race super, super hard. I think Heitman realizes that Hoffman is the car to beat here today, and Amon is going to fall in actually in front of Hoffman. That's going to help Hoffman pull himself down the front stretch here, go across the start-finish line. Hoffman just can't get clear of Heitman, and Porter goes to the lead. How hard does Hoffman drive? There's going to be a little bit of contact between Amon and Heitman and Hoffman. They'll go 3 wide back here. That gives Hoffman the exit off the corner that he needs, and they get this sorted out. Amon is dropping really, really quickly, but now Hoffman finally has a semi-clear racetrack in front of him, but Porter will grab the lead now after a strategy call. Amon almost, I think he might have put himself on the wall there for just a second. A lot more, Chetwater tastes horrible. A lot more take here now than there is give. Guys will not be cutting as much slack. They realize every position matters a little bit more as Porter trying to pull away from Benefield. Benefield, however, is chasing him down. Hoffman is not running the fastest laps on the track, was 3/10 slower than Benefield. Porter was the second fastest as he just ran his best lap, 52.62 of the race. He's done a good job so far. And these guys stay away from Hoffman, though. Heitman been able to defend. Where is Amon dropped? Amon has just dropped. Where is he gone? He is, yeah, he's dropped all to 19th. Wow, he is, oh, he's actually used up that right front now. He got himself put in the wall a little bit at the moment. Really, my focus is honestly going to be on these front 3 right now. Hoffman has to chase down Benefield and Porter, but he might be able to do it. He's within 6/10, so he will be able. He's a little. No, he's within 6/10. He'll be able to get a little bit of a draft and help here right now at the moment. Hoffman, however, didn't have it as easy as he probably would have liked it to be. He had to kind of fight for that position that he wanted. A little bit of door banging between those 2 guys. Nothing too egregious. Of course, land the crap for somebody if I were them. He'd let him have it though. Was not afraid to use the bumper and the car. Really, 8 tires turns better than 4, and Stone might have just got shoved out of the track, or out of the line at least. These guys are going at it. They don't care one bit. They do not care how these guys will win it, but they want to win it. That's for dang sure. Hoffman just ran his fastest lap, 52.36. Yeah, he's catching him now. He's within 2/10. Porter's holding him up, but Porter's trying to pull a strategy play here right now. That's the whole reason he's got this, that he's pitted lap 97. He was able to get back on the lead lap and stayed out when the caution came out for the stage. He's trying a strategy. I know that exact strategy that he's trying to do. Trying to short pit him overall here. So he really needs to hold these guys behind him as much as he can. I mean, do everything possible. Everybody else basically single file throughout the rest of the field here. Where the light my cat 84 and 83 still trailing each other. Problem is Hoffman, if he gets to Benefield, he's got to get around Benefield fast. And that's going to let Porter get a little bit further ahead, so he's got to deal with him. I mean, you have to deal with so many freaking people. It's ridiculous. So how do you deal with them is a better question. Benefield's going to look to the inside now. Finally makes a move. He realizes, hey, I kind of got to go. No more time for this at the moment. So look inside finally. Still going to be stuck now. It's going to allow Hoffman. What's Hoffman going to do? Hoffman's going to stick with Porter. He's going to decide to shove Porter down the backstretch here. See, I think Hixenbach might have hit the wall going on exit, but Benefield not able to get clear of Porter, and that puts Hoffman on his outside. Hoffman might actually have the preferred line. Hoffman's got to really put the power down right now. Just got to really hope this Toyota Camry. A little bit of contact between those two. It's going to allow Benefield to slide behind Hoffman there, but now Hoffman's going to go chase down Porter. However, Porter was able to get a little bit further ahead because of these guys getting side. Not mean to hit that. Getting side by side with each other. This is now who wants it more than the other guy. I mean, these guys are going to start trading blows with each other. And you go for it. Go for it, is all I'd say. Somebody else in the wall. Yeah, it looks like Hixenbach might have gotten in the wall there because we did see somebody shoot down to the inside of the track. Who is this? This is Brown. Brown. Oh, no. He's been sitting in pit road for 26 minutes, too. I didn't even notice that. Hoffman will get the lead from Porter. I think Porter's done what he needs to, though. Porter, now he could actually fall back in line here a little bit. Maybe draft off a Hoffman here. So, draft off a Hoffman. Realize, hey, no, he's going to chase. Yeah, they're going to start chasing each other. Welcome to Who Can Chase the Most. This is going to get really weird. You guys are going to just run each other down the track. It's going to look really awkward. Porter might be able to hold off Benefield here, too. Now, him and Benefield could work together and decide to shove each other up there to the driver in front of them. That's being nice. I don't know if they'll necessarily do that. As you can see it down there. They're chasing each other down the track. That's Hutchinson, the stint analyzer. I think it has a stint analyzer on the side. No, he's Team Conti, but he's not with them, I believe. Don't want to cut it too close. Yeah, Porter's been able to... He's held his position good. I mean, he really has. I think he's still... It just looks like he's a little bit loose. Just a little loose. He's not overly loose to where it's going to hurt him too much. I don't know what you do here if you're him. Just an odd area that you're in. I think he's going to come down lap 130. Or I think when he sees that pit window's open, he's going to come down. Joey's stats. In pit road, he has should be 4 tires and fuel. fastest laps. We're down in the low 53s, high 52s is what they're running currently. So they're doing a good job. See, more contact. These guys are really pushing, getting off the corner. I mean, super, super hard. But, I mean, and you can't blame them either. You really can't blame them for trying to get all that they can coming off these corners. But, I mean, it's evident that Hoffman just has the fastest car here tonight. I mean, even if he doesn't win, he had the best car easily of anybody tonight on this track. He is just flying by. So, yeah. See, he's still trying to break up, break up the draft that Benefield can get from him. This is a big train that's happening back here now, again. Huge train that's going on. Guys cannot get out from each other. Out from each other? Yeah, I don't think they can. So we got Hotsuma trying to get around these guys right now. Trying to work his way up to at least the top 10. Battling Jones for the 10th position. I think he'll be able to get that position really, really easily. Porter's still doing what he needs to. He's getting within that window. They went. So I'm trying to look at this. Right. I think that's what he's going to have to do. Yeah, he's going to underpit these guys. But he's going to be forced to underpit him, actually. Like, let's say that he wanted to stay out. He can't even do that. He can't stay out as long as them because he has, like, 6 laps worse, no, about 5 laps worse fuel than those guys. So he's going to be forced to do that. Benefield's not letting Hoffman get away, though. We saw Benefield get really, really good exits on pit road. I mean, he has been just blowing by those people on pit road. He's getting such a good exit. Now, last time he did take 2 tires to get him in front of Hotsuma, or not Hotsuma. Hoffman, excuse me. So we have to keep that in mind. He's not going to be able to. He might not be able to do that again. He could take 2 tires and just gamble. See if it'll work. Excuse me. And you just have to basically say, hey, let's just see how this goes. And if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But Benefield is staying within that draft range. He's not going to wait. Hey, come here. Hold on for my cat over here. Oh, let me jump up here. Oh. Again, I was supposed to have a co-commentator, so it's definitely not up to what these streams normally are. A little bit hard because it's been me the whole entire night. The stream started at 8:30. It is now 10:31, and I have work at 7, so I gotta be up at 6:30 tomorrow. It'll be interesting seeing how I can drag myself out of bed. Probably not going to happen, but I will somehow manage to do that. The Hoffman's got a little bit of front-end damage, and he has nicked the wall a couple. Everybody has front-end damage. Never mind. I thought there was some guys that don't have front end damage, but everybody has it because they're smacking the wall and bouncing off of it and saying, "Hey, this is what we're going to use to turn." Which, if it works, why not try it? See how it goes. Ow. Benefield, yeah, Benefield's just staying right there. He really is staying right there, within that draft range. I mean, he's just on the very, very edge of it. Very edge is where he stayed the whole entire time of it. That could be a strategy play by him. Hey, he's like, I'm actually going to just stay right here in the draft. Heitman's got a whole train behind him that he's pulling. He's probably still running full. Don't knock that off. Probably still running full throttle, though. I don't think anybody's going to be running half throttle, to be honest with you. That wouldn't make any sense. Excuse me for a minute. Cat's trying to knock off old NVMe M2 drives I have. I have a lot of old storage devices now that I'm thinking about it. Got 2 NVMe's and a 1 terabyte SSD. 256 that I can probably use. Thought I had a bad Western Digital Black storage device, but it was not. I didn't like it in general, but I got old ones I can use for sure. Hutchison Simpson now come down pit road. This will be their last pit stop. This is right on the window, if I had to guess, for those guys. But that's pretty early, or I feel like that's pretty early, but they probably saved just enough that they're going to try to short pit it now. It's a valiant effort if it works. If it doesn't work, then you're going to be really, really mad with yourself. And if Phil lost a little bit of time that lap, there goes another car. That's the 00 of Dyson. There goes the 4 of Souza down pit road with, or 7, which is really the 4. Souza down pit road with them. More people coming down pit road. Milwaukee car, the 78, 88, 78. Oh no, did he get a penalty? Oh my lord, Ralph got a penalty. Yep, he got a speeding penalty. Yep. 55 seconds in his pit box, he sped on entry. He tried to get all he could coming in, which is, I mean, hey, try it if you can, but he got a little too much. Benefield, Salter, William Brown down pit road. Tried to get greedy. He got a little greedy and it just didn't work for him. Now when is Hoffman? I think Hoffman's going to run his tank pretty long. But the only thing I'd be worried about, though, like, this is my worry if I'm one of them, is you come down pit road, you get your stop done and everything, and it goes well. Let's say it goes completely well. But you can't. But let's say like no Porter. Say Porter comes down, he pits, gets ahead of you. What do you do then? Well, that sucks. You can't get around him. You're trying to get around him. It's just it's a strategy play, and I like this now. I like that there's some strategy going to be put into this. It's not just all, hey, let's just go out here and ride and see how it works. Let's actually make it challenging for these guys. See, Souza's going to get by Benefield here. That's actually brought Porter back up to Benefield now. Let's see Long, Paget, and Williams all come down pit road. Trying to get... No, exit, please. Here for a minute. Actually make a strategy call. Long, Paget, Williams. Let's see if these guys, they got clean in, clean out, so that's good for them. Hoffman loose on exit, sliding the rears. Porter catching Benefield. When does Porter come down? Heitman, DeCiani, and Schofield come down pit road. This is going to force the hand of some other guys. How long do they stay out is the better question. Do they stay out? See, what does Hoffman do? Does Hoffman stay out? Does he dare to stay out is a better question. Yeah, he's going to stay out here. Porter's Benefield comes down pit road. Going to get interesting here. How is this? Where does Benefield come out? Does he take 2 tires? I don't know if he can get enough fuel, though. Well, it'll be 2 tires here. We'll have to see. Drop of the jack. He's hitting 4. Hoffman still on track. So is Porter. Benefield Hoetzema is off and away. How long does Hoffman? Hoffman's coming down. Will Porter come down now? Yep, he'll come down. Chase Hoffman down pit road, getting all he can. Oh, he got slowed down the time, I think, too. Hoffman has to be perfect on his pit stop. If he messes up one bit, he is not going to be happy with himself at all. He's got to do this exactly right at the moment. If he does anything wrong, it's not going to be a good time for him. He has to be completely correct on that. Looks like he gets clean in on his pit stall. Porter should be... He's already gone and away. He's coming down pit road right now. Ixenbach took 2 tires, but Hoffman off and away. Now, if precaution comes out, again, this changes everything. It changes the whole freaking race. Question is, will it come out? 27 laps left. Bobby Anderson, one of the last cars. So is Carl Dotson, Austin Rhodes, Dyson. I think he's just on the edge of fuel. Being able to make it 34 laps. I think he's on the very, very edge of it. I mean, the edge of that fuel window. Hoffman's got to deal with this 29 behind him. Simpson came last 125. He's got fuel to the end. gonna be a fuel strategy race now. I kind of like this coming down to fuel strategy. See, last time Hoffman was just coming on the track. That's why he is 28 seconds. He is 1.5 seconds behind Dyson. Got to catch Dyson if he wants to have a shot at anything at all. Oh my gosh. How will this go? Oops, sorry, I hit a button that made that go away. 25 laps to go here now. That's all they have left at the moment. Bobby, I think some of these guys that are staying out as long as they are kind of banking on a caution to happen. I don't think they'll get it either, sadly for them. But I mean, it's worth a shot to just hope that, hey, maybe we'll get lucky. Maybe somebody will wreck. Oh, no. No, he didn't. I thought he got a penalty. I was looking... Thought Porter was going to be up there a little bit further, but I was wrong on that. So... What is this? Okay, it is. Hoffman just ran another fast lap, 52.21. That's his fastest of the race and the fastest overall. That's closest he's got is a 52.4. Yeah, I've got a couple 52.4s. He's evidently the fastest on the dang track right now at the moment. Dotson, nope. Oh, he's about, what in the world? Did he spin it coming on pit road? I don't know if he tried to come down pit. He was not coming down pit road, but holy, oh my, wow. If he does not go down, there is no way he'd not hit that commitment line. Oh my gosh. This cone, if he hits it, he's got to go down pit road. Oh my Lord, Dotson. Wow. Anderson staying on track. Sorry, coming down pit road. Dotson, now he's coming down. I don't know if, I think he may have meant to come. No, yep, he's got those rear tires heat up. He can't slow down. That'll put Rose to the point. Hoffman is running away with the lead right now. Rhodes will come down pit road now. So that'll fully cycle to lead to Hoffman here. I don't think Benefield can chase him down, though. Kind of to recap this race is honestly nobody's wrecked. Nobody has. We did have one guy, but didn't bring out a caution. But really, they've been doing a really good job. Whole entire night, so and that can completely change. Paul has a weird pit strategy. I don't know if he's doing this on purpose, but he's been coming down pit road at these off laps. I don't know what's going on with him. Oh, they're empty. Being a little bit quiet there for a minute. Benefield will get around Dyson. What? Okay, that's odd. Play back is being used somewhere else. I don't know if Benefield can chase down Hoffman. He's got 20 laps to do it, though. But we'll take another trip on board here with 5 random drivers for a lap each. We will wait till they get to the start-finish line, however, so I don't get it wrong. We'll wait for Hoffman to get to it. I don't know why I almost want to say Hotzema every single time, too. It's weird. We will start that now. We'll actually start with Hoffman here. guys. I am back here. Hoffman still with the lead. I got music playing. It's also loud. Let me turn this down for a minute. But Hoffman has been a driver everybody's tried to beat tonight. Matt had a internet connection issue. So yeah, he was not able to make it. Apparently Xfinity has some planned downtime. Heitman trying to chase him, just not getting there in time. Porter and Dyson going back and forth here a little bit. Porter was catching Dyson here, but Porter's done a good job. I mean, he made a smart move. To the field here right now. Gotten so spaced out. I mean, there's not been a caution for a wreck the whole entire race. I probably just spoke one into existence, knowing that I just said that. But if it happens, they can be mad at me. They can deal with it later on, I guess. Hoffman, he's just been able to keep that car on the bottom, and it seems like he just turns really well. But he's also, the rear end's been stepping out too, and it's been actually seem like it's helping him a lot more because he's just able to. You want it to be loose to a certain extent. You don't want it to be, completely sideways, but I wouldn't want it to be super tight either. And that's what it's been for him. It'll be 8 laps. We're coming to 7 to go here for all these guys. And then Hoffman's, he's just been so dang fast. I mean, they've fallen off about a second from where they started, but still, they're still in the 54. They were in the 40s. That'd be ridiculous. They're in low 53s at the moment. They've done a really good job with that. Hoffman might chase these guys down in front of him here. That looks like something going around Hotzema. Long could catch him. Long has 2 lap fresher tires, so we'll kind of keep a look at him. Is Ignite Wireless an actual company? I'm actually going to look that up now. That is. I didn't think that was an actual company. What do they do? That's not anything that I thought they did. I thought this was like a telephone. I thought it was like a telephone provider, but no, evidently not. It's like a project manager. Okay, well, interesting. Biggest mover is, and biggest gainer is going to be Cody Porter. He might actually chase down Heitman here too. He's running him down. He's within the draft of them also, so we've got to keep that in mind. So downshift into 4th there, getting into the turn. Still stay in 4th through 1 and 2, and then go down 5th down the backstretch. Go down to 4 and 3 and 4 here as he just wiggles a lot. Gets really loose. So he'll shift to 5th here. We'll go down to 4th, getting into this corner. A little bit later, though, when he does it. Downshift. He'll stay in this gear through 3. And through this little short chute here, he will stay in it. And then he'll down or upshift to 5th here. A little bit later, and he goes down the corner. Joey Stacks has entered the pits. It's Hoffman just running away with it right now. Porter's going to get past Heitman here. I mean, he's really close. He's actually on his back bumper now. He's got to try to set him up here. He can't just go and pass him in 1 and 2. So he's going to lay off here. Try to get the car to bite. He can't get it to bite that time, though. So he's going to get a little bit tight. Might want to bail out the throttle a little bit. I think he does there. So let's see. He's going to try to get... He's got to get his car loose. I mean, it's weird because you actually kind of want to be a little bit loose to get that run coming off the corner. At the same time, you want it to still be in the ground. So you're left balancing. What do you want out of the car? Because it won't give you what you want half the dang time. It's just really, really hard to deal with. Still trying to set up Heitman for this pass. You just can't get around him. And it's one of the hard things to do. See, Heitman is actually going to block him all the way down. This 04 can mess him up here. He's going to get in a little bit deeper. Heitman's going to leave the door open. Two will be side by side. So this little short straight here. Porter loose. Going to race Heitman pretty hard here. How hard is he going to get into the corner? Heitman's going to be able to roll the outside. Be able to come off the corner. Both sliding side draft. Going to be hard here. Maybe a little bit of net code between these two going down the front stretch here at Indy. This is a fight for third. They both want this dang position. And one of them's going to get it here in a minute. Oh, a little bit of contact there from Porter up into Heitman. No, more contact. Hard into the wall goes Heitman and Porter. Front end is... Oh, nope. It's back on Porter's car. I know Heitman... is not going to be happy with that. Porter may have just knocked his toe in, and I think he did. See how I handle's going in the corner. I wish I had a wheel so I could feel it. Nope, evidently it's still turning, but... Yeah, Heitman's car is yeah, that toe is broken. Toe link is gone. You see it there now. Look at it flopping around. He's got to get to pit road. Porter trying to get that position as hard as he can. And he's not actually going to stay on the track. Is he going to try to get that? There's no way. I mean, surely he's getting a meatball flag. I think he's trying to... He's going to pull off. Oh, no. This is going to end up bad. He's going to get ran over here. Heitman needs to get off the track. If he can. I don't know how he's going to get off it, though. Ow, why'd you bite me for no reason? Gonna pull off below the racing surface. Hopefully this doesn't bring out a caution. Why does that show as the race ending? Wait, did they go over? No, they didn't. Is that the end of the race, or am I wrong? Hold on. Did that just end early? No, it didn't. No, it did not. Okay, Hoffman was so far ahead. That's why I was so confused. Hoffman was that far ahead of them that he took the white flag. I didn't even realize that. But Hoffman will come home with the win. That was for the third place. That's why. That's why they're racing so hard. I was so confused. I was like, why did they just stop? Why is he not pulling down pit road? And we will go over the... Actually, we'll bring the top three for interview here. So let me put the finishing order there for you all. Let me go broadcast booth. We'll start with Cody Porter. Make Clayton Hoffman in here too. I don't know why I thought... I was like, wait. I was looking at those two battling with each other. We will bring in the third place driver in Cody Porter here now. Hey, Cody, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you come home third there after an aggressive move with on the last lap, which I thought it was more laps than that to go. I kind of had zoned out because Hoffman was so far ahead. But, how did the race go for you overall, though, man? Because you started, 27th, and you finished third in this race.
Yeah, it was didn't qualify good. Ate the wall in qualifying, so started in the back. I knew we were gonna have to play some crazy strategy to get to the front, have a chance to beat Clayton. He just was lights out. We flipped the strategy end of stage two. I was surprised no one else did it, and it worked out in my favor. I knew we were gonna be in the top five there at the end, and we were probably I think we were the fastest car there at the end, based on pace. But Clayton was just, I think he was 6 seconds ahead there at the end, so I was gonna catch him. But I knew I could probably get third if I could get by Derek. And unfortunately, I don't know what happened. I'm trying to look back at it, but it looks like maybe netcode or something, and my car just snapped and we touched. And he's probably gonna be upset with me, and I feel bad about it. But that's hard racing.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, you two were going at it really hard. But, how hard was it to pass at this track? Because it seemed like it was just difficult overall to get around. Everybody was staying in a line pretty much, it seemed like.
Oh, it was super hard. I'm sure you saw the start of the final stage there. Clayton, who by far had the fastest car, struggled to get by. I think it was like 3 or 4 cars there, until probably 10 laps, 15 laps to the run, and I was on I think 4 or 5 lap old tires at that point. He took him I think half a lap to get by me. So that just tells you it was really really hard to pass.
So how was the track handling for you overall? Though? Do you say it was loose or tight? Because it seemed like some guys were, when I raced this track, it seemed like you honestly wanted to be a little bit looser out, it seemed.
Um, I kind of set it up on the looser side because I thought I was going to wear kind of tight longer run, and it did. So thank God, good God, I did set it up kind of loose. It looks like some guys set up even too loose because they were way too loose on the exit. And then I know like Johnny and Lucas, they were a little too tight at some points, so they loosened up in the pit stop, made it a little too loose. But yeah, I think more on the loose side was the way to go.
And so, how does this go for you on the season? Because this is, I believe, the fourth race that they've had here in the Full Length Cup Series.
This is actually my first race with these guys. I've been busy, unfortunately, the other races. So we'll see how the rest of the season goes. And points wise, I'm probably dead last, but I just want to rest of the season and start next year.
All right, man. Well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Just you guys. Thanks for the broadcast. I can't wait to watch it back.
All right, man. Well, I'll let you go. Good job coming home third tonight, man.
Thank you.
Cody Porter, the third place driver. We will bring in the second place driver and Adam Benefiel. Hey, Adam, this is Bryson's booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes, sir.
Man, so you qualify fourth and you come home second. How did the race go for you overall, though, man? Because it seemed like you were pretty competitive the whole entire night.
Really, it was we were trying some off the wall. Well, personally, under my car, everybody was a little bit different, I think, but my car was trying something kind of off the wall, little R&D, and uh, we fixed one problem, and then another problem rose up and kind of reared its head, and I kind of rode behind Matt, or DeCiani and Heitman there in the first two stages, and uh just kind of knew what the problem was. I didn't really. We were just trying to figure out how to fix it, but kept chasing it. Finally, the very last pit stop, we nailed it. Just absolutely nailed it, and um, but it was too late. Clayton was gone. He had a hot rod. I mean, I could. I think the best I could do is what I showed is probably within half a second. I just lacked a little bit of drive off, and by the time we found it, it was too late. So yeah, I don't know.
It definitely seemed like Hoffman was really he was the guy to beat tonight. But how hard was it to pass at this track? And did that kind of force you all to pretty much ride in a pack? Because I noticed that you guys were one of the teams that were doing it. You were kind of staying around each other the whole entire time.
Yeah, I mean, like I like just because I know DeCiani and Hypeman was on something different. Like I was stronger long run, and the first stage I just kind of sat there, and the second stage I kind of actually I think DeCiani got tied out of two or out of one, and it put me beside him, and I wasn't really trying to get beside him, and then uh I think Heitman was a little tighter than me, or he was tight, so I was able to get by him. But it's frustrating. I mean, we all said it coming in here, and I mean, hell, nothing. We still did it anyway, so that's whatever. But I mean, you go to make a pass, you get a run, and you're faster, and you go to pull out to make a pass, and you can get trained, uh, like you're at a super speedway. It's the stupidest freaking crap I've ever done in my life. It's so annoying. It's so frustrating. Uh, but yet we all voiced our opinions about it, and we still ended up running it. So whatever. That's why I turned it into an R&D session. But um, yeah, it's frustrating as hell. If that's the answer to your question.
I don't blame you. I know how this track is. I'm not a fan of speedways, super speedways in general, because again, you make a move and you don't get it done, and it's like, oh, I just lost 4 positions that I'll never get back. So it definitely is annoying. But before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, I mean, well, just touch on. Yeah, it is frustrating. I mean, to what Porter did to Heitman on the last lap. I mean, that's a prime example of what passing is around this place. You just run them slapping at a wall. So, but yes, I'd like to thank Team Conti Sim Performance. Hate that Heitman got taken out there on the last lap. That's really unfortunate. Just all of our guys. I think me and Bryson top 10, Cam or top 5, Cam in there in 10th, and then old man Hall. Don't know how he's couldn't hold his bladder. So That stinks. But yeah, all those guys for working on this thing. Uh, I know I kind of bashed Bobby a little bit, but we wouldn't be doing this without him. I really, you know, I'm just whining really, so I'm not bashing, but you for broadcasting it. I watched it the whole time. It was great. So yeah, just glad to be back, and congrats to Clayton again.
Hey, man, well, I will let you go, but good job coming home second tonight, man.
Thank you.
Adam Benefiel, the second place driver. I will go over and interview the race winner and Clayton Hoffman. Hey, Clayton, this is Bryce in the booth. Got a copy, man?
Yes.
So you basically dominated the whole entire night. How did the car handle for you, though? Because, I mean, you sat on the pole, really didn't have any challenges there, though.
I mean, the only challenge, honestly, was just when I got in a little bit of traffic. There were some guys that played strategy at the end of stage two. Just fired off really tight, and that really hurt me because everybody was lining up to go around me on the outside. So I had a battle for a little bit. Tires came up to temp. Handling came in. Yeah, the only other battle I really had was just with myself, with how I was driving the car, because just running up front there, the first two stages, the whole stage, I kind of got a little lazy, started getting some bad habits. Tried to correct them in the last stage, but had to do a little racing, so it was a little hard to kind of do both. But that last run, I was just cruising there towards the end, just saving tires in case the caution came out. So I think I could have had some more pace, just because I felt like I was actually driving really good, but just because of the situation, I just saved as much tires as I could. So just felt like really the whole race, I just had the best car, and I just had to make sure I got the best car into P1.
So how hard was it to pass guys when you did have to go and race people for position, especially when they pull that strategy play?
Uh, it's really a lot of it's a give and take thing, except on restarts. And if you're racing someone to the checkered, I think a lot of guys know that if you're racing side by side for more than two corners, you're probably losing at least half a second a lap, if not more. And the draft's just so important here that a lot of guys are not going to race that hard. They're going to try to get in single file line. So, yeah, if someone really wants to slow you down and doesn't want to let you by, it can be a real challenge, honestly.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like it was hard to pass it on. I mean, then again, and if you go and make a move and you don't get past them, you lose a lot of positions. And I had some guys that were a little bit annoyed by that. But how did the strategy, especially, did that ever play a factor into this race? Because it seemed like it really didn't, like I thought it would.
No, I was just honestly, I was just too fast for really any strategies to go through there. And that last stage, we didn't get a caution, so really, you couldn't try to take two tires and low fuel it because you were going to be wasting an extra second or so because you had to take more fuel, just because it was a like a 56, 57 lap run there. So I don't think guys could really save enough fuel, and there's too many laps on those left side tires for guys to try and take two.
Man, well, before I let you go, is there anybody you want to thank? Any sponsors you want to shout out that may have been watching the stream here tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to Nitro Racing. I build the A car over there every week. Shout out to my buddies Chris Hill for winning Road to Pro. Pfeffer came in P2 behind him, and then old Brian Mercurio came in P3. So love to see my old teammates and friends, finishing well in Road to Pro. Hopefully, they can go on and make contender.
All right, man. Well, I will let you go, but good job coming home with the win tonight, man.
Thank you. Thank you guys for your broadcasting as well.
That was Clayton Hoffman, the race winner. I will go over the finishing order here now. Clayton Hoffman first, Adam Benefield second, Cody Porter third, fourth, Andrew Dyson fifth, Bryson Hicksenbach sixth, Lucas Hotzma seventh, Johnny Avila eighth, Matt Long ninth, Jacob Simpson 10th, Cameron Stone 11th, Ryan Jones 12th, Jim Schofield 13th, Derek Heitman 14th, Mark Paget 15th, Bobby Anderson 16th, Stephen Williams 17th, Matt DeCiani 18th, John Williams 19th. Went to Jeffrey Souza, 20th, Carl Dotson, 21st, Kyle Amon, 22nd, David Salter, 23rd, Austin Rhodes, 24th, Ralph Hutchinson, 25th, Mitchell Robinson, 26th, Stoney Benefield, 27th, Dustin Hall, 28th, Joey Stats, 29th, William Brown, 30th, Cameron Combs, 31st, Corey Cook, 20th. 32nd, Jason Taylor. 33rd is Paul Hill. But not a bad race overall, I will say. I'm not going to keep you all here any longer. I will let you all go.